What's up guys, Meredith with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we are checking out the VZ Style Diffuser fitting all 2018 and newer Chevy Camaros. Now if you're in search of some more street appeal to the rear end of your Camaro, this is going to be a great addition to your build, offering that aggressive and sporty look that will be sure to complement whatever exhaust system that you have mounted up. Now while this will give you an aggressive look, this is also going to keep it on the subtle side, so if you are looking for a diffuser that is going to make a statement but isn't going to be too in your face, then this is going to be just for you. Now this is going to have a stylish fin design at the lower center portion with some sharp body lines to really add to the aesthetic of the car. And although this does come in a matte black finish that will match your build just fine, you do have the option to paint it to complete the look that you may be going for. Now in addition to aesthetics, this will also be great to support your aerodynamics for some better stability with the two mid-sized fins and the shape of the diffuser, no matter what style of driving that you're doing. Now on either side, this will also feature some small mounting holes in locations for your factory reflectors to allow you to not sacrifice any function and keep this up to OE standard. Now this is going to be made of an injection molded high-grade polypropylene material, which is honestly perfect for the nature of this mod. Now polypropylene is super forgiving as far as materials go. It's rigid enough to keep its shape and hold its own when it's on the vehicle from any kick up on the road, but it's also going to be flexible enough for proper fitment to look like it came right out of the factory. Now this will also come with an OE black finish, so you're able to install this right away without any paint if you want, but again, you are able to paint this as long as you have the right prep and the right paint in order to do it. When it comes to price, this is going to come in at roughly $425, making this more of a premium choice for a rear diffuser. Now for what this is, it is built very well. It's going to have great fitment on your Camaro, and it isn't over the top, again, if you're looking to keep it more on the subtle side compared to some super aggressive options. This will also have a relatively easy install with no modifications, which we'll get into in just a minute, but others may require drilling or may come in pieces, while this is going to be completely hassle-free, making it well worth the extra couple bucks. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should only take you about an hour to get this installed. Now speaking of the install, one of our customers here has put this on their Camaro and is going to walk you through step by step on how to get this onto yours. So that is going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Tools for the job: your screwdriver, manual or electric. You have a 9/32 socket. You have a Torx T15 and a flathead. I wrapped it with tape to protect the bumper, as you have to push the tabs in order to release the component from the vehicle. You have sockets, 4 of which, and a Torx screw on each side, the lower side of the valance. 2 sockets in the center where there's center supports. Passenger side of vehicle. You will need to remove the reflectors. It's just got a Phillips screw, and carry those over to your new part. So removing 4 socket screws. Then you need to switch to your Torx. That's the last. It's a Torx T15 Torx screw. And You'll repeat this on the other side of the vehicle. Leave those set there. There's 2 socket screws in the center rear supports. As you can see, I already have one of the screws out. We had to modify this panel for the exhaust, which is the MBRP Axleback Armor Light. Now we have tabs that need to be pushed out. There are numerous slot tabs there. I wrapped the screwdriver with painter's tape to protect the paint on the bumper. The new component, you have slots and tabs that need to connect to the car's bumper. So we need to use the screwdriver to pop those loose to remove it from the car. The tabs on the inside, I push down on them with my hand. You can see it separate. And they'll come apart. Allow them to slide out. Ones across the back, you need to use a screwdriver to help pop them loose, to guide them out. So there's your tabs. Here's your tabs here. These all slide into the component, and then it's the opposite across the back. Just keep moving across. Just give a little push down motion, and that lets the tabs disengage. Then we get back to the tabs that go into the panel. Or again, if you push from the inside, it will slide out. There it is. Now there are 2 little retaining clips. You need to keep these for your new part. It's a nutsert. Pop that off with the screwdriver and slide it onto your new part. There'll be one on each end. Okay, now we gotta transfer the reflectors to the new panel. It has a tab and one Phillips head. These only go in one way, so you can't screw them up when you put them on the new one. So the hook end, put that in first. It'll come out here, then put your screw in. snug it down. And repeat on the other side. Part in, tabs in place. Make sure that engages. Then put your screw. Snug it down. Now we can position the part. Line up your tabs. Easier to start at one end. A little trickier getting these tabs all lined up to slide in simultaneously. You can hear a plate rattling in there. That's what this mounts to, and it protects it's a heat shield for the exhaust. There it goes. Pop the nutsert on. Make sure the open end is down, as when the screw passes through, it locks into the nutsert. So slide that on. Oops, pull a little too far. And that has to go under the plastic there. And in. We'll go ahead and lock that piece in with the screw. That'll hold this side in place. This is your T15. That's snug. The screwdriver, just to make sure that they come up into the slots. You can't get your fingers in there. A little bit of pulling on the panel here to get these to line up. Both the quarter panel and the plastic I'm pulling on. It was off just a touch. It's lined up into the slots. And then you can see, which I'll show again, there are little Christmas tree attachments for the wires in the back that go on the panel as well. So once we get done, we'll have to reattach those. This panel, both sides, I can still see the attachment slots. I'm trying to convince them to get in there. panel appears to be. Now we can put in the socket screws. For 9:30 seconds. Just 4 on each side. I will be skipping this nutsert here in modifying this panel. I misplaced it in the garage, so I'll come back and put that screw in later once I find the nutsert. Find them at any auto store. Make sure these are good and snug. We are going into metal nutserts, so a good bit of torque is good. It'll hold them tight. They won't come out, and you should not strip them. Being metal on metal, I'm putting a good amount of torque on that to make sure they're nice and tight so they don't come loose. No feel of strip. Put the 2 in the middle supports. You'll have to pull it to position it so you can get the screw started. You can see they got little a form fit end for the panel to slide right up into. So you don't actually have to see what you're doing, just make sure the panel fits up into that formed end and your screw will go right in. It'd be a lot easier if you can lift the rear of the car off the ground. I just don't have that ability right now. Nice and snug. Straps pushed all the way in. Finding that one. There, it moved. It was trying to slide off. And snug. And that's it. Okay, panel's fully installed. On each end, there's a small gap. I'm gonna use a heat gun, warm up this plastic, and flare it out to meet the bumper panel.
So that is going to wrap it up for my review and the install of this VZ style diffuser fitting all 2018 and newer Chevy Camaros. And you can find this right here at AmericanMuscle.com.